Alright, what's up guys? I'm gonna bring you guys a little vlog today of my job. It's a little bit cold, not my ideal temperature to work in, but we're gonna get it done. So behind me, we're doing this house wash. House wash is probably about 45-minute hour house wash. No longer than that. But also gotta clean the front of the roof and we're gonna clean the driveway. So all together, I think I'll be here maybe a little bit over 2 hours to knock out this job. I'm not super bad, but I'm trying to vlog and get you whatever footage I can, kind of explain a little bit of different processes. And so let me go ahead and flip the camera so I can show you some stuff. Okay, so we got this driveway, and like I said, we have the roof, and you can see it's pretty black, so we're gonna get that all looking good to go. As far as the driveway, what we're gonna do is while we're spraying the roof down, I'm gonna go ahead and take my soft wash machine and use it to pre-treat the driveway. And I always pre-treat because pre-treating makes the cleaning process a lot easier. And then to go ahead, like once you pre-treat, a lot of these stains by the time you're even ready to wash will have already been gone away. So some of the important things when cleaning a roof, and I'll be honest, today I'm happen to work in solo, so yeah, normally you would have a grounds person when you're cleaning the roof, but I'm gonna pre-wet these plants, and I shouldn't really get much overspray anyway. And your PPE, so wearing your mask, having a ladder stabilizer, that's just a part of safety. Eyewear and gloves just to protect yourself. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and unpack and show you guys the process.
Alright guys, so at this point I am on top of the roof. It's not a steep pitch, so I'm able to walk the roof. A lot of roofs I don't end up walking. I normally just spray from the gutter line. So I'm holding the phone right now trying to spray. So mind you, my spraying pattern and strategy right now is not going to be the best. As you can see right now, it's a little bit windy, so it is carrying some overspray off the edge. Once again, it's not recommended to normally clean a roof by yourself, but make sure when you do clean a roof by yourself that you do pre-water the ground below you, and even after you're done spraying, maybe hit it again with some water. So you can see some overspray is being carried off, but once again, I am trying to hold the phone and record. I'm one-man show. So how I'm spraying right now is not the best strategy for spraying a roof. It's a little bit off, but like I said, it's because I'm trying to hold the phone and bring you guys some content as well. So other than that though, you can see the roof is being sprayed. We don't have to coat too heavy, just kind of, get it on there, let it run down a little bit. And be sure to let the solution sit up there for a while before you decide to respray, or you'll just risk, using too much solution. And obviously the more solution used, the more the job is costing you. But always make sure you build in the solution costs into your price.
Alright guys, so it has been about Roughly it's 11:30 right now. Got here at 10:40. It took me about 20 minutes to set up everything, ladder, all the hoses. The roof is sprayed. I will show you guys that. All right, so the roof is sprayed. You can already see it lightening up. And it's still white, so you can see it's still activated, still doing its thing. So we don't need to reapply anything right now. We'll just wait and see what happens. Also, the driveway has been pre-treated, and you can see just off of pre-treating it, it already looks a lot cleaner. So now we're just gonna go ahead and knock out the house wash. But before I do that, we're gonna clear our line out with bleach. We're gonna run some water, fresh water through here. And you always wanna do that with your these pumps, is that if you don't, because bleach is corrosive, if you don't do that, you will corrode the pump. It's gonna go out on you, so it's not gonna last as long, and be constantly replacing them. So never leave bleach sitting in the pump. You always wanna run it through. And here's one more view of the roof. I always tell my customers, I personally don't rinse, and I haven't had any problems. I let the rain rinse, and I live in North Carolina, so we get rain pretty often. And SH doesn't damage the shingle, so it's staying up there for a few hours, even a day or two. If it doesn't rain for 2 days, it's perfectly fine, and they always rinse clean, from my experience. All right, guys, I'm all done with the job. Driveway is drying. House is washed. Roof is treated. So the last thing I always do when I finish the job, once think I'm completely done, is I do a walk around examination, looking for dirt that may have dripped, or just stuff like that. Stuff you spiff up just to catch before the customer looks over the house. So once you're done washing, you want to look at the house as if you were the customer, from the customer's perspective. What type of things would they be paying attention to? Are the windows rinsed? Is all the dirt gone? Is there any drip down areas? Stuff like that is what you want to look for. Always look by windows, like even little stuff like right here. See a little bit of dirt. Swipe that up. Not a biggie. And overall, just check things out and make sure you did a good and thorough job given the conditions of the home. But yeah, so looks good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the customer and do a walk around. All right, so a lot of you guys ask about pricing. What do you charge? How do you price this or price that? Before I get into pricing, I always want to talk about a conversation I just had with the customer, where she mentioned the price that another company had given her a couple years back for her house wash. So I showed you guys the house in the video, so you kind of got an idea of the size. It wasn't a big house, 2-story, not super tall, pretty simple wash, right? Simple, regular wash. So she told me a few years back, company came out, told her because of the height of her home, they have to charge of the 3-story home, and the price would be $800. Off the bat, when she told me that, I'm just like, what in the heck? That's not even high market rate for the area I am, the area I'm in. High market rate for that house wash, just for a house wash, would have been $500, in my opinion. Now, in this industry, people can charge whatever they want to. Some prices people pull out of their rear end. Some people try to get over on customers and squeeze every last nickel they can out of a customer. Me personally, it's not me. I try to be as reasonable as possible. Now, where did their $800 price come from? Now, they're either one, squeezers. They just want to get as much money as they can out of the customer. 2, they're inexperienced. And they looked at the house and they just thought, this is gonna take me all day, because they're probably carrying around ladders and stuff. So then the $800 would be justified because it's gonna be an all-day job for them, right? Or that's pretty much 1 or 2. I mean, I can say 3 would be equipment, but that's kind of like what number 2 is, inexperience. So it's either one of those 2 things, because I just don't see how you justify $800 for a house wash. If you're a professional company, just a house wash shouldn't take you no longer than 45 minutes to do.
$800 is absolutely just, that's squeezing. That's robbery, in my opinion. So, let's get into it. So for, what should a job like that really, what should you charge, on a job like that? Number one, depends on your market. Depends on you as a business owner. What are your costs to run your business? How much is that job going to cost you? How long is it going to take you? So how educated are you in the processes? So it's kind of funny. I just did her front of her roof, the house wash, the driveway, back patio. It took me 2 hours, 15 minutes. A few years back, that same job, well, minus the roof wash, because I didn't know how to do roofs a few years back, would have taken me all day probably just to wash the house, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was that guy, no education, just coming in. I was like, oh, pressure washer. Bought a pressure washer and went at it. Didn't know what chemicals to use, was climbing ladders. It was a wreck, I learned more, and here I am today, and I just did 3 different services on her house in 2 hours and some change. So for that job, what should you charge? Like I said, once again, know your market. But let's say for a front of a roof wash, I'm gonna give you price ranges because there is no set price, right? I would say for the front of a roof, depending on your setup and stuff, probably between $200, $400 just for the front of the roof. Now, mind you, after setting up your ladder and climb up there, it's a walkable roof, so the pitch wasn't crazy, nothing like that. It's a 30-minute at most roof wash. It's really quickly. You get up there, and 30 minutes, that's an exaggeration, because really to spray the front of that roof only takes about 15 minutes to do, right? So you make between $150 to $400 for the front of that roof in 15, 30 minutes, right? 2, so you got the house wash. So the house wash for the market I'm in, I would say the house wash is between $250 to $500. And these prices are varying a lot. You might think it's in big gaps, but it depends on what type of business you're running, right? Is it a lean business? Are you owner operator? You have employees. If you have employees, automatically you have to charge more because you can't share a small pie, right? It has to be enough for once you pay your employees, pay yourself, taxes, just administrative costs, lead costs, chemical costs, all that stuff is added in. You got to be able to have some profit left. So that's the price range for that. And the driveway. Driveways really vary in price. Like for me, cleaning the driveway, a little add-on. I'm really affordable when it comes to driveways as an add-on. If I'm already washing the house, if the driveway isn't big, I usually my minimum, $80 or something like that. I'm knocking the driveway out. It takes me 30 minutes to clean the driveway, or maybe even less, 25, 30 minutes, whatever. You're in and out. I mean, it's not long or even hard work. And then another tip is valuing the service. Sometimes, I'll be honest, I'm not perfect when it comes to pricing. A lot of times, I'll be honest, I leave a lot of money on the table. I know there's jobs I could definitely get more money out of customers, but at the end of the day, most of the jobs I do, I'm very happy with, the money I'm making. I'll be honest, this job, I underquoted it, but at the same time, it took me about what I expected to take me. But after I thought about it, I probably could have got a lot more money out of the customer. But once again, that's not my main goal. So she got a great deal. But at the end of the day, the price I personally charged, I still won. I still feel great about it. Because it only took me 2.5 hours, right? And I did all those things. So, but just know those variables when it comes to pricing. And really the biggest one is, I would say, is how long is it going to take you to do the job? And how much is it costing you to do the job? Those are the 2 most important factors. And then the last tip is just don't be the cheapest guy in the market. Don't be the $99 guy. You will mess up on pricing sometimes. Like I said, you're not always going to charge exactly what you should have charged. And then again, like I said, the price you charge is really varies upon the guy you talk to. There are guys in this industry who, I've been in groups and, people tell me, yeah, they gotten $350 for a 900 square foot house wash that took them 10 minutes to do. Well, congratulations. If you can do that every day, all day, then, have fun with it. Me personally, I'm not doing that. It's not my game. I like to be reasonable. And the thing is, not every business is serving different markets. Even within the same industry, you're serving different markets, right? Everybody isn't, what if everybody in the industry went after high-end clients? It'd be a lot more competitive, but what gives it room for everyone to make money is that some guys, with your pricing level and the quality of service, some people, there's gonna be customers who are out there looking for the $99 guy. And so there's a market for people who are willing to sell their services at $99. Then there's a medium market, people who, you know, don't have a whole lot of budget, but they have a little wiggle room. They're willing to pay, you know, reasonable market prices. And then you have people who don't care, you know, and who's willing to pay whatever you tell them just because they want the job done. So when it comes to price, you know, there's really no one set thing or a set price. Every area is different, and every guy you talk to in the pressure washing industry will tell you a different price and what they're getting and whatnot. But I just say, look at what makes, you know, do you feel good about the job? Are you making money? Are you profitable? At the end of the day, if you're profitable, you're happy, then do you. Guys will say, oh, you're ruining the market. We're not. I say where. People, $99 guys are not ruining the market. I can tell you that because I was once a $99 guy. My prices could probably even stand to go up a little bit more. But I can tell you, I was not ruining the market at a $99 guy. What happens is, those are $99 guy customers. Those are people who are looking for the cheap guy. Once you change your market and who you're going after, you realize that those $99 guys aren't a factor, because your customers that you go for, the new customers, they're not interested in $99 services. They're interested in professional, you know, quality market prices. Everybody isn't looking for the cheapest guy. That's just something to be aware of when it comes to, you know, structuring your price. But just don't be the cheap guy. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know I didn't get you any footage of the house wash. I was riding this solo. I exegeted, just if you're curious. But yeah. But don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me you hate me, tell me my prices are too cheap, and tell me I'm ruining the market. Tell me my YouTube channel is a waste of time. Whatever, I don't care. I'm still gonna be showing up, create more videos for the people who do get value out of this. And I appreciate you guys, every last one of you subscribers, everybody who watches my videos. I really, really appreciate you guys, man. Like, last year, the beginning of last year, I had about 25 subscribers. And now I'll probably be at 6,000 before the end of November. And so I'm very, very grateful. You know, we're gonna keep full sending, keep going to the top, and grow a really big audience. And I'm gonna, you know, be providing as much value as I can for you guys, not just in pressure washing, just in entrepreneurship, show you guys some of my lifestyle, and hopefully you guys can start designing your own lifestyle and do, you know, what makes you happy. And I'll talk about this in another video, but right now, you know, I'm an owner operator. I'll hire, like, you know, I have an employee, or I have one full-time employee who handles my administrative stuff, so answering phone calls and booking appointments. I don't like doing that. And then based on the job I'm doing, I'll hire off and on help, you know, for bigger jobs. Is there guys, you know, everybody doesn't need to have a business that has a bunch of employees. Do what makes you happy. Right now, at my point in my life, I enjoy my life. I can take off whenever I want to. I can travel. I'll show you guys some of my travel vlogs I'm getting ready to put together. I can do pretty much whatever I want, and I'm happy right now. And I'm aware that down the road, the dynamic will change. I'll get older, I won't feel like doing this. And when that comes, I'll adjust. And that's all you have to do. But, you know, design your life and do what makes you happy. And as long as you do that, you're winning. You can look at everybody else's business and start to feel like that's what you need to be doing, but, and then sometimes I get caught up in that, and then I realize that, like, I'm not even passionate about pressure washing. That's not what I want to do long term. So I don't want to model after guys who are in this long term and who this is their livelihood. I mean, this is my livelihood right now, but I'm building other income streams, other businesses, stuff like that. So right now, I just want to present a professional business and do quality services in the market, because that has nothing to do with whether you plan on being in business a long time or not. Regardless of how long you're going to be in business, be professional and do quality work and have great customer service. That doesn't change. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you got any value, once again, like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.